Hi, it's Reasonable Reviewer, and I wanted to do a review today of this Schmaltz Impasto Gel Oil Medium. So this is for not really the casual user, right? Because we're talking about mixing your own oil paints. So a couple things, some caveats first. If you're going to be working with oil paints, the first thing you want to make sure you do is you have a well ventilated area. Again, this is probably not for the first time painter. You can get some wonderful sets of complete oil colors for student use, really, for less than $10, a whole range of spectrum if you go to an art store. So I'm going to look at a couple things. I'm going to do a brief description. I'm going to talk about consistency, scent, and odor, the ability to mix my mica powder, because why would you want to do this? Because in actuality, if you bought the product, the professionally mixed product, it would bankrupt you, right? And then I'm going to show you an application to a painting, and we're going to look at coverage, and then overall I'm going to give it a rating. So first thing is, you get a lot. I mean, it seems like a steep price if you've never bought medium before, but in actuality, this Schmaltz medium is very good price for what you get. You're talking about 5 fluid ounces, and I'm not going to try to quote prices here, but I would tell you that I'd be paying probably 10 to 15 times as much to try to buy this amount of oil paint, what I'm going to do, or more than that actually, because I'm trying to make a gold color. So first thing, it's brand new tube. I'm going to knead it just a little bit to make sure that it's mixed, because sometimes things separate. All products do that, not just this one. All right, there's not a cap on here, so I'm going to put just a little bit out, and you can see it's very thick. Actually, I'm going to need a bit more than that. It's very, very thick. So this is designed to be a little bit of a structural medium. This is something that is not going to, we could add some linseed oil to this or some walnut oil and get it to spread out a little bit. In actuality, I want that thickness, but in terms of consistency, I think you can see that the product itself is very, very consistent. So now we're going to see how it mixes with my mica powder here so that I can make the nice gold. So I'm going to spread it out just a little bit, so I can put a nice layer of mica powder on top and then mix that with my palette knife here. So, alright, you can see that the mica powder is brand new as well. So I'm working my way through a number of new products here at the same time. Alright, the mica powder is open, and I'm in I'm going to have gold sparklies over me the whole day from this point on. Alright, let's take a good amount of this mica powder. So I wanted to have, I really wanted to cover well, because we're talking about doing a crown in a portrait. So. Alright, so I got a good amount of mine. You can see my sparkly hands now, it's kind of cool. So I think I'm going to have to add a little more of the medium to this. So again, you got a big tube of it, so and you want to make sure that it's thoroughly mixed, and so it's consistent. The last thing you want to do is have well, unless that's the look you're going for, I shouldn't say that. In my particular case, I'm looking for something that's absolutely consistent. All right, wow, look at that. So super fast and um, very, very consistent. So, all right, in the next little bit, I'll join you in a minute. I'm going to actually use this to paint a little bit of a picture I'm doing. All right, so now I have it mixed, and what you'll see is I've been working on a portrait, and it is a portrait of an ancient Persian king. And all these ancient kings had crowns. So let's go ahead and let's see if I can get this to cover. You can see that I've put down kind of a regal background here, and it's again, it's very thick. I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna layer it. But one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create some of the ridges and some of the structural effects of the actual crown using the qualities of this particular paint. So let me, and I mixed up a good amount that's going to allow me to do that. Look at the coverage. You absolutely cannot see the red underneath at all, the kind of burgundy color that I put down as a background. It's super impressive, honestly. Super impressive. All right, let's go ahead and that all the way across that circlet. There, and then we'll use the wonderful structural capabilities of this particular medium to add some, and unfortunately the review would take 3 weeks to try, but we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna come back and touch up some of this later. Anyway, the coverage is just, and the consistency is just gorgeous. Wow, I mean, just super impressive. Right, but I'm gonna demonstrate for you just a little bit some of the structural capabilities of this. So, for example, and I'm going to come back and touch this up later. One of the things is there's little ridges on here, so I'm actually going to put some ridges on here, and because of the impasto nature, that will show up in the final painting. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, 5 stars. I absolutely love this medium. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And there's a little bit of a ridge down at the bottom as well. One on each side. And again, I'll clean this up with another layer after this dries a bit, but we'll do the layer at the bottom here. Wow. Wow. I'm like super, I am super, don't sound too valish. I'm super impressed with this. This is just way better than I imagined it would be. And again, you can see the coverage on that is incredible. The light shining on. Obviously, for a gold color, this gold colored glitter works very well. And again, I'm gonna do some layers on this, but I'm super impressed. 5 stars.